this is video number 9 in my series, and this question is, how can I get rid of my headaches caused by my cell phone? My name's Karen Mileson. I've been a researcher and practitioner in the natural health field for over 40 years, and I'm an expert in energetic healing, including healing sick houses. I'm also a wellness coach and author of a book entitled Our Energetic Evolution in Healing, The Secrets to Surviving the Unseen Forces That Are Killing You. In my earlier videos, I talked about how our sick house caused my husband's death from cancer and my former neurological problems. Today, I'm inviting you to listen for about 6 minutes because in that short time, I'll teach you about the health dangers from cell phones, whether you use one or not, and how to protect yourself. Many other researchers now believe that cell phones could be the biggest health issue since tobacco. I believe that regular use of cell phones ranks right up there with geopathic stress. Both of these sources can and do cause life-threatening diseases. It may just take a few years, so most people don't realize what's happening to them. Cell phones are a source of unshielded microwave radiation, and there have been lots of studies that correlate their use with health problems, including cancer. Similar to the dangers from secondhand tobacco smoke, whenever anyone uses a cell phone, the secondhand radiation extends up to 100 yards. So you're being adversely affected even if you don't own a cell phone. Dr. George Carlo co-authored a book with Martin Schramm entitled Cell Phones, Invisible Hazards in the Wireless Age. Carlo was originally hired by the cell phone industry to prove their safety, but that's not what he found, and he's become the industry's whistleblower. Years ago, he discovered and detailed in this book that cell phones do emit health-destroying energies, including those that can damage our DNA. A recent Swedish study found that using a cell phone for only an hour a day increases your risk of getting a brain tumor by 240%. Other research has shown that brain cancer in children and young adults is up 26% from cell phones, and that brain tumors are now the biggest cancer killer in children. Just last October, the 10-year international Interphone study confirmed, quote, the use of mobile phone is carcinogenic, end quote. A series of studies have consistently shown an increased risk of brain tumors among people who use cell phones for more than 10 years. This international epidemiologic research study gathered 13 countries together for this study. The U.S. did not participate. If you read any research reports, first look to see who's funding them. The research that's been funded by the cell phone industry has been spun to show the lowest risks. The independently funded research much more clearly shows the cancer-causing effects from using cell phones. Using an iPhone is even worse because they act as a base station, so you're getting even more radiation. My own research and testing is based on how our body actually reacts, energy-wise and instantly, to whatever it's exposed to, including using a cell phone. When you're using a cell phone, your body is instantly weakened from the radiation and other toxic frequencies transmitted. These toxins then can be, and usually are, stored in your body. I think the best thing is for you to not take my word on this. Learn how to test your cell phone yourself, or find a friend or practitioner to test you so you can see how your body reacts and how effective any products are for you. As I mentioned in a previous video, the Vega testing techniques detailed in my book are much more accurate of what is really happening in and to your body. These testing details for cell phones start on page 246 in my book. I wanted to feel safe using a cell phone, so I also created an energem to place on them that neutralizes the toxicity before it has a chance to enter my body. These advanced testing techniques confirm that the energem is effective and well tolerated. I now believe that carrying and using a cell phone with an energem on it is healthier than not having a cell phone at all. This is because the energem on the cell phone is almost as good as wearing an energem. It's protecting my body from all the electromagnetic stresses I'm being exposed to, not just from the cell phone, such as from the electricity, other people's cell phones, and all wireless gadgets. I've heard from clients who had headaches daily from using cell phones, and the headaches have now disappeared. I've seen seizures. My husband had them from his brain tumors, and I was with him during all but one of them. They're a very scary thing to experience with a complete sense of helplessness. So I know about seizures, and I know about brain tumors and what they can do, and I'm still using my cell phone with the Energem on it. I can use a cell phone for hours, and I don't feel or test for any negative effects. Without that protection, I would only use a cell phone for an emergency. I can't and wouldn't guarantee that people wouldn't get a brain tumor if they use my product on their cell phone. The best I can say is that I'm comfortable using them, even with what I know and as sensitive as my body is. In a future video series, I'll demonstrate how to test cell phones so you can see what they do to you and how to test to see which products work effectively to protect you. I've purchased and tested many other products and would not trust my health, my well-being, and my brain to any of them. There's a substantially discounted special starter package that's available now that includes one Energem for your home, one for your cell phone, plus one Intercleanse Essence Inner Disc that will be discussed in a later video. If you're not 100% satisfied, you have 30 days to return them for a full refund of the product. I urge you to invest in your health and well-being today by buying one Energem ENT electrical and telephone for your home, either number 13 or 14, and one ENT for your cell phone, either number 20 or 21, because your life may depend upon it like mine did. The only difference is in the numbers is the logo. I don't want the same thing to happen to you and your family that happened to Donna and me. I've spent over a decade researching this so that it doesn't have to happen to you. I want you to have the best protection and peace of mind you can have. You can also see photos of the ENT Energem for cell phones, much more information, and place an order at energems.com. That's ENERGEMS.com. Or you can email me personally at Karen@energems.com with any questions or to place an order. My next video, number 10, is my favorite because I could get on my soapbox and talk about what our energetic evolution means to me. I'd love to give you this entire series of videos to you absolutely free of charge. If you'd like to learn more about geopathic stress and sick houses, how it's affecting your life, and how to change your life, then go to healthsecretsvideoseries.com. That's healthsecretsvideoseries.com for free access to all of the videos and an opportunity to ask me whatever questions you would like. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.